Greetings to everybody out there. So today we are going to discuss about UGC NET. So what is UGC NET? Who can take this exam? Why should we write it? Nor when can we write it? Where can we write it? And how should we prepare for it? How should we apply for it? So all these details will be given in this video. So first, what is NET? So, NET and SET exams are nothing but the national eligibility test followed by the state eligibility test. So, it is the test for determining the eligibility for the post of assistant professors. So, this NET qualification is necessary for the professors who take up their lectureship jobs in the colleges. So, we also have something called the Junior Research Fellowship. So, this JRF award are provided to the candidates who score the JRF cutoff and they clear it, so they will be awarded JRF and they can be working in the Indian universities and colleges at a very good high level posting. So next comes who is conducting this UGC NET. So from December 2018 onwards, this NET exam is conducted by the National Testing Agency, that is the NTA. So, what are the types of NET exam? So, the types of NET exams are nothing but the NTA UGC NET, that is the normal NET exam which we do. Then comes the CSIR NET. So, this CSIR NET is nothing but the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So, the science background students take care of these exams. And next comes the ICAR NET. So in case of agriculture background, they take down this type of NET exam. And then next is the SET, that is the SET exams, that's a state eligibility test. So in Tamil Nadu, we have the TANSET in operation. So why should I write NET exam? So this NET exam, this NET qualification is mandatory for universities and for government colleges to join as a lecturer, that's as a professor. And also the assistant professors in universities, government colleges and aided colleges is governed under 7th pay commission, which on which you can earn about 57,700 rupees excluding your other allowances. Your monthly salary would be such. And to get an opportunity to study in IIMs and IITs, if you clear NET, you will be given extra credits to join those universities. And also the UGC has announced in 2013 that the candidates who clear NET successfully are eligible and are well paid in the PSUs, that's a public sector undertakings. So what they do is they recruit you for their R&D or management, corporate communications, human resources and finance and such places. So when can I write this NET exam? The NET exam would be conducted twice in a year. It happens in June and December of every month. But now due to this COVID pandemic, this last December session, 2020 December session has been postponed and still it's not yet conducted. The dates are yet to be announced. And it will be conducted in the online mode, that is the CBT, computer based test. And where can I write this NET exam? So there are various centers which the UGC or the NTA will allot for you. So for example, in 2020, 8,60,976 candidates have been registered and there are over 81 subjects for arts and humanities. So across 700 centers are allotted in 219 cities. And for example, I've stated the exam centers in Tamil Nadu. They cover all the localities. They find the center point of all the localities. There are many centers in Chennai, Coimbatore, Kadalur, Kanjipuram, Madurai, Namakkal, and all these places. So who are eligible to write? As age criteria, while applying for NET exam, you can either opt for assistant professorship or JRF come assistant professorship. So in case if you want to register for assistant professor, you don't have any age limit. But if you want to apply for a JRF, that is a stipend candidate, your upper age limit must be it is 30. You should be below 30 years of age. So next is a qualifying exam. So obviously a master's degree is very much needed to apply for this exam. And also if you have completed your first year of your PG degree, you can apply for these exams. And the minimum marks, of course, your last qualifying exam, you have to score like about 55% in case of general category and 50% in case of other categories like the OBC or SC ST etc. So the registration fees, so in case of general you have to pay 1,000 rupees for registration, and for other caste you have to pay like 500 and 250. It is the revised amounts clarifications, it will be provided by the NTA UGC. So you can apply online, everything, every application process is done online. You can go to the official website and you can apply for your examinations. And in case of, I mean, for arts and humanities, the first paper will be a common paper, followed by will be a subject paper. So you have a total marks for 300, so you have to write for 300. And your qualifying marks depends on the cutoff. The cutoff is nothing but depending on the people, the number of people who have appeared and the number of people who are cleared. The cutoffs will be like given by the UGC before the announcement of the results. So depending on that, your cutoffs will be like your cutoffs will depend on your say your caste, that is your category. Depending on the category, you will have the cutoffs changing. So there is no negative marking for arts, that is for UGC net. But in case of CSIR net, that is for science background people, they have negative scoring. So that is one advantage in case of UGC net here. So thank you. If you like this video, I mean, if you want to go through or like know more about UGC net, you can subscribe this page. Thank you.